Right, so let's give you a little tour of our spray room. So what we can do is we slide all these doors right back. As you can see, they keep going and going and going. There you go, all the doors have been slid back. We've got one more door here. That slides back into the wall. That's how they should all slide, but for some reason the other three are a little bit tighter. There we go. And this is what we got. Nice access. We've got no steps to get over with our rack, so once we've sprayed something, we can wheel it straight into the workshop with no lumps and bumps. And these are our racks. So we've got a couple of these. We made these up using some timber and some poles we bought online. I'm going to show you a way of making those for less than £20. That's all it cost me to make these, maybe 25. But one which is 600 wide between the bars, and another one which is 300 wide between the bars. They hold quite a few. And on the side here, we fixed some twin slot shelving onto the wall. And they're brilliant, as you probably know, because you could just move them up notches, and you can buy different length brackets as well. We've gone for 500s because they support anything up to 1 meter really. That'll balance on there. And then we just put pipe insulators directly on top, and we can move them up and down and take them off depending on what we're spraying. Here we go, we've got a little grid on the floor, and this grid is brilliant because if there's any overspray in the air, it just doesn't sit on the floor for us to then walk in and walk through the workshop. We put Corex down anyway to protect floor. Here is our turntable, and all it is a bench. We made this bench ourselves, so it's nice height, about 900 high. We've left a gap between the wall and the bench, and we've splayed the legs, so it's got loads of support. That's not moving, you know, it's really sturdy. And on the top, it's all it is to get this spin is a cake making turntable. Really cheap, about £3 off eBay or Amazon, and they're great. It just means when we put a shelf on there or something, we can literally just spin it around and do the other edge. And we cover it in Corex. We always put bearers on top of our turntable too, but whenever you spray you need bearers underneath, otherwise the spray will get on the bottom or on the turntable and then transfer onto the piece that you're spraying. Whereas if you're using these little pieces, the work overhangs and the spray never gets underneath. And then we're moving on to our fans. So we've got two big, I think they're 12-inch fans. There we go. One there and one there. And what we use is just some filter material. We bought this on the roll and then we just cut it to suit to fit our little frames that we made. We got two of those, really powerful. And we'll go around here. The way you just turn them on is plug this in. There we go. And it's got a dial there, and a dial, one for left, one for right. And you can see how powerful these are. Really powerful. So we need a door open to let the air supply go through. If I open this, look, it's probably literally going to suck the door open. How much airflow there is. Stop whistling now, and they've picked up speed just because they're sucking through so much air. Let's turn them off now. Just turn them off out there and there, and also the plug. And we got our sink that we clean up on, all our paint materials. Tea machine, need a tea machine, go through about 100 teas a day. And in these boxes are our sprayers. Basically different versions of these. We always go through Graco for Graco. And this one's a Graco 390 PC, and unfortunately the motor has gone on this one. It was working perfectly and the motor's gone, but that's like 700 quid just to replace the motor. Better off just buying a new one. Got a little rack going on here, which is for backings. As you see, it's got longer bracket length, and we put bearers on there, so when we're doing big backings of wardrobes we can just put 5 or 6 on there. These doors are brilliant because we're working on this side. Any dust that comes in here, we have our fans on, we've got little fans here, and then we leave windows open, we've got extractions on tools as well. But ultimately we want to close off any dust, so all we do is, again, we just slide these and they just slide to the track length. So when we built this last year, there was a bit of planning involved, so there we go, that one goes to there. And then another one, and they slide back, as you can see, into this rack, behind the rack, so you don't even know the doors are there once they're closed. We've got a rack here in our dead space. And then that literally closes the spray room off from the workshop from any dust. So yeah, next video we're going to be showing you the workshop. If you have any other questions about the spray room, more in detail, you know, what paint we use, what's the name of the sprayers, where we got our fans from, how long it took to build the workshop, what we used, any questions at all, just fire them at us and we will give it a go to answer those questions. Alright guys, thanks for watching, see you next time, bye bye bye.